right.
Well, I wanted to have fun with the theme, and Havana Days, like, to me what stuck out, I was like, you see like Gasparilla and the theme song in Ybor, and I kind of like wanted to come up with the concept of like Havana Days is like a new event, a day event for families to experience Ybor and the heritage. And so I personally think in Tampa there's a lot of like fine art conventions, and I wanted to come up with a concept of like a collectible poster for the event. And I had fun with the colors, and I researched a little, but I wanted to like add the Cuban heritage, like I said, with the Tampa heritage, and just portray that through a poster design. So had a lot of fun with it, and I don't know, really enjoyed the concept.
First off, I appreciate that you brought a bigger idea to it. This idea that of a day event or something like that. I'm not sure that the poster really carries that out totally. Saying that there would be an event is one thing, but actually having, a schedule of what would happen or something related to that would be interesting. That said, I think the poster looks cool. I think it looks very cool. I love your style, illustration, graphic design. It's solid. I'm not sure if it's the most conceptual thing in the world to me. The flowers, they're flowers. I'm not really sure what they represent. I guess that may be a piece of Cuban culture that I don't necessarily know that much about, and I'll leave that as a possibility. In terms of the Tampa culture, sort of what we were looking for was those being one and the same, and I'm not really sure, aside from the cigars, that I'm seeing anything that says Tampa culture. The skyline doesn't really say history or culture to me. That's my response.
I don't know, maybe one of the things that you could have done is explain the thinking behind some of those elements a little bit more, because I'm kind of in the same position with Carl where I see flowers, I don't necessarily know what they mean. You probably did the research and know exactly what they mean, but we won't know that unless you tell us. So maybe in the future, if you're invited back, you could go into a little bit more of why you chose to do the things that you did. I really think that you did an excellent job executing this poster. I like that you added the event aspect to it, but I wouldn't have known that unless you explained that to me. And in a poster, I think it's really critical for all the information to be very obvious, because it's a poster and you've got a couple of seconds to get somebody's attention and convey all the information that you need to. But I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
It may not be obvious to anyone else here, but I've been overly kind with some of the other participants this evening, with the exception of Geronimi. I think he deserved, or Geronimi, absolutely, he did a good job, as well did Rick and Henry.
Yeah.
But for you, I think that you've also taken this to a place where we are now evaluating this from our professional standpoint. We're not sugarcoating our words, and I think that says something about your work. This is actually so good that we're not holding back.
Yeah.
I think that there is some concept there. I think the idea of having a day event, that's more than I've seen in a lot of the concept from the other work so far today. I think the execution is strong. It's easy to look at. I see the concept there. Overall, I'm very impressed. I have to echo Carl's comments that as a poster, it would not technically function because it doesn't give me any details, but that's my only criticism.